This would have been a very smart thing to do more than 5 minutes to game time, but that's fine. I make these mistakes not so that you can learn from them, because who on God's earth would learn from me? That would be a mistake. I'll put this like here. Hopefully that's out of the way so I have a good view of the game. That should be good, theoretically. Right? What's the worst way you could do something? We might be here. We might be here. How's the latency? I hate the thumbnail. Okay, there's already 4 people in here. I'm not gonna... For a brief moment, I was like... I thought to myself I might restart it so I could get a better thumbnail. I don't care. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you, old iPhone from like 4 years ago. Sheesh. Did the Blue Jays win today? I know you won that disaster yesterday. Look, man, I'm not happy about it. It did certainly happen. It was rough. They didn't play today. Man, that's dumb. I don't know who came up with the idea at the start of the season to not do that and to separate the series by a game. That's weird, right? I mean, it looked so trippy. And the Astros play a game this season at 12:15 or at 12:30. That's freaking weird to look at on a schedule. Not that any of you care, because why would you? But I will put it out there. Rangers are getting just licked up the ice. It's pathetic. Yeah, it's stupid. It's very dumb. They're using dynasty to describe the Astros, which is accurate. They are. Let's be very clear here. The Astros are a dynasty. And people don't talk about it enough, but they're great. And they are truly a dynasty. We are watching the goal. I picked the so right time to start making content. I was so outlandishly lucky. There are 6 cats in here. That's pretty solid. The game hasn't started yet, so I assume that'll pick up. I'm very sad. One OG viewer I've already found out will not be joining us tonight, which does genuinely make me sad. There are still plenty of other OGs that will come out. I want to wait till the game gets a little bit into it before I start yapping. About this game. How we feeling? Awful. We lost the first game, Alex. It's time to rebuild the franchise. Have we not already discussed that? Yeah, it's time to burn the thing to the ground. And start. Welcome. Thick chat returns, folks. Thick chat has returned. It's good to be back. It's really good to be back. I genuinely last night was editing the Astros video and was almost getting misty-eyed. It was so nice to be back editing videos again. Like for the Astros and putting the work into it. Because they take a lot longer to do than Rangers videos. And it just felt like I was back home editing that video together. It felt good. I was also pretty happy with it. I think it's one of the better videos I've made for the Astros. Certainly one of the better, probably the best opening day video. Not that it's bad. Like not that the competition is steep. Because the first 2 seasons were just the less said about them, the better. Javier's on the mound, baby. There's the coffee man. I don't have coffee yet. I'm not getting paid by that dude. I'm not going to put that out there. If I'm not getting paid by you, I'm not going to give you clout. Not that anyone cares. What's going on? Why are we already having a chit chat? Oh, PitchCom isn't working. That's a great way to start this. That is true. We need to end it all as a fold as a franchise. There's no coming back from that 0-162. I agree, Alex. You're dead on. We now see 2023 American League Cy Young Award winner Christian Javier taking the mound for the first time this season. I was very sad. I was going to get his gold jersey, and then it sold out on MLB Shop in like 30 seconds. It was very depressing. Best opening day video being a 3-2 loss where we had one earned run. Okay, look. From a creation standpoint, it was the best from a technical standpoint. I'll put it like that. I also want to ask you guys' opinion on the brief little skit to start the videos. Do you like that? And do you think that's just basically me ripping off Steve Dangle? But I kind of want to use that as... Are you kidding me? There is no shot he scored that. That's infuriating that Jordan Greenway scored that goal the way he did. Anyway, back to the baseball game. The thing that I'm actually here for, the thing that I care about. I was saying, like, from a technical standpoint, I think that was the best one I've made so far for opening day. Again, going back and watching the first video I made versus now, it's only 4 years. It's something. You got a Tucker. That is a solid option. I thought about Tucker. I don't know. I just have this weird gut feeling that Tucker might be out of here. I think that dog is on the move. I'm going to be honest with you. That would have been cool with the blue jerseys and then replaced by gold. That would have been really cool. Like, I get that it's a classic move that you go with the white and then the gold around it. It's what you do. It's just the thing of, like, I gotta level with you. They're neat because they're the world champion jerseys. But I don't really get out of my seat for it. I just don't. I mean, they're fine. They're definitely not the worst looking things on the planet. I didn't like that they went with just a simple shade of gold. Because if you remember, the 2017 jerseys had, like, the gold flake on it. Now, granted, they felt a little weird to the touch, but you're not touching the numbers and letters of your jersey that much. I liked the flake. I thought it added a much nicer sheen to it. Javier with his first strikeout of Luis Roberts. I liked those a lot. These kind of look a little bit boring, and maybe I'm going to get yelled at for saying that. But, like, they didn't do it for me, and so I didn't get the hobby, but I'm not too heartbroken about it. Also, I need to go back and look at it. If the Big Red Machine can be classified as a dynasty after winning 4 pennants and 2 titles in 7 years, then the Astros are definitely a dynasty. Yeah, 100%. Like... The Astros are a dynasty. It's not a question here. Also, funny enough, the Reds beat both the Yankees and Phillies in the 1976 World Series to win their second World Series title of the dynasty. Coincidence? I think not. It's not. No, you're dead on. I wanted to say it. Yeah, they feel lazy. That is a very good way to put it. And, like, even the logo for it, like, even, not the logo, the patch on the arm for it doesn't look good. I don't like that it's orange with gold the way it is, I think you either go all orange or all gold. Gold and orange don't highlight each other well. And so there's not a contrast on it. I really just... The patches are mediocre. Like, I got an Altuve 2019 postseason jersey because I loved the postseason patch so much. These just don't really do it for me. I was going to get one because, like, okay, it's the World Series. Have it. Cool. I'll get the hat. The hats are nice. But the jerseys just don't really do it for me. Brady, your thoughts on Devin Levi so far? I blame Megan for the loss yesterday. Yeah, that's fair. I disagree. I think the best color scheme is blue and gold. And again, the gold shimmer on the blue jerseys would have popped. They would have been awesome. That's quite an opinion. No, I don't get out for the jerseys. Like, they're fine, but they're nothing particularly special. And speaking of fine, but nothing particularly special, that brings me to the ring, which looks fine. They look fine. I think the rings are a solid... I don't think they're better than 17, but I don't think they're any different. That is really funny that you asked that as I'm halfway through describing it, but the latency means you're probably going to be hearing me start talking about it the split second that goes on. We need to stop sharing a wave link, I think is the what I gather from that. Yeah, the rings are fine. I think they're fine. I'm not crazy. They look almost identical to 2017 with a few minor changes, and I get that, like, since it's two very similar time frames, you won them within 6 years of each other. Within 5 years of 6 years of each other. I can do math, I swear to God. You want them 6 years apart, so there's only so much that you can change. Like, it's not like you have a new logo or a new color scheme, so they're going to look partially similar. But, like, I didn't see it and just my jaw dropped. My jaw dropped when I saw the 17 ring. That was when I was like, okay, yeah, that's beautiful. And I absolutely had to get the 2017 ring. And mine is kind of broken at this point. I think I want to get another one because I wore mine a lot, which was a bad idea. I'd like to get another 17 ring that actually looks nice again. Like, I'll get the 2022, certainly, because that's an awesome thing to have on the desk, and you gotta have it there. But it was all very much like, yeah, it's fine. It's classic Coke. That is how I would describe the jerseys. That's how I would describe the patch. It's how I would describe the ring. It's fine. No one is going to... It might be. Brade, it might be. It might be. Like, I get that they kind of have to look similar because they're from the same years and nothing changed, but, like, man, they're just so eh. All right, this is going to be a big opportunity for Jake Myers. Are you going to... I'm very... Oh, no, I'm very excited about them. I'm very excited about it, and I don't mean it like that. I just mean, like, the design themselves look pretty fine. Oh, it very much does. In my head, I was thinking they could do what they did with the 2018 ring, where they did it with reversible face and the logo. That would have been really cool. That would have been really cool, especially since it was the 60th anniversary and everything. That would have been neat. On one of the images describing the number of gems on the ring for 42 blue sapphires are meant to represent the amount of years it took to get revenge. I saw that. That was so petty and beautiful. That was incredible. The fact that someone in the organization thought of that is... Mwah. I want that person as a friend. Because that was just... Why? Yeah. No, the organization is petty. They've got a right to be. Everyone in this organization has been verbally assaulted for the past, like, ever since 2019. 3 years. 4 years. 4 years. Like, kind of 3 years and some change. But regardless. Ever since November of 2019, everyone associated with this organization, whether they're here or gone, whether they've been brought in afterwards or not, has been just run into the dirt. Anyone who has ever touched an Astros, like a piece of Astros merchandise, has all the right in the world to be awful about every time they win a game. Capo Caco scored a goal. How about that one? Anyway, back to this. I love that Jake Myers is in instead of McCormick. Such a smart move by Dusty. Isn't it so smart, guys? Isn't it great that Chaz McCormick isn't in the lineup? Why would Chaz McCormick be in the lineup? Why would you put him in there instead of Jake Myers? Why would you do that? That wouldn't... Why would you do that? Of course it'd be Jake Myers. Not like Jake Myers had quite literally a worse OPS plus last year than Martin Maldonado. That's a real fact, guys. Myers and Maldonado were similar, statistically. It's bonkers to me that someone could do that. That's the move. Yeah, the wall catch. No. And here's the thing, right? Even if there is the wall catch, there is the fact that he was pretty darn good last year in the postseason for the Astros, Chaz McCormick. He was an elite center fielder last year. His WRC plus was 10th among center fielders, which that energy drink is making me want to burp, and I'm going to fight not to. Anyway, back to the McCormick thing. Like, McCormick is just undebatably a better hitter than Myers is. You can look at any statistic. You want to use advanced stuff like WOBA, you want to use WRC plus or OPS plus. Hey, yo! Hey, yo, Scar. My boy. I hate everything that I did there, but you're welcome. I'm doing that for you, bud. That's out of love. That's out of love. I love my homies in Canada. Back to the McCormick thing. Yo, he's really hitting the quizzy. Back to the McCormick thing. Like, you want advanced numbers. You want exit velos. You want expected numbers. You want WRC plus. You want WOBA. He's better. You want old numbers like home run rate. You want batting average, on base, slugging. He's better. Anything defensively, McCormick is better. There is nothing on the planet that says Myers is a better player than him. But then on top of that, you have the fact that McCormick grinded it out for your team all postseason long. Made that incredible catch in Game 5 that made sure there was no possibility of them coming back. Or was that Game 4? Shoot. Regardless. The catch. I need not say more. And you don't give him the start. It's insane. It was Game 5. Okay, thank you. I thought it was, but I was like, wait a minute. I knew Presley was in. No, I knew it was like... Oh, yeah. Game 4 was the no-hitter. I knew Presley was in. I just couldn't remember if it was Presley's save in Game 4 or Game 5. Or I guess it wasn't a save in Game 4, but regardless. I just couldn't quite remember it. Like, I knew Game 4 was the no-hitter. Back to the McCormick thing. he's better in every statistic. But even if he wasn't, like, even if for some reason you were somehow able to say, well, Myers is the better player, which he just straight up isn't, you owe it to Chas McCormick to put him in for the first 2 games. He was the starting center fielder for you for the entirety of the run. He had that incredible catch. He came up big in the World Series. He, at the very least, deserved these first 2 games to go out there and be in the starting lineup on the night where you unveiled the banner that he helped you win and get the ring that he helped you win. And if I were Chas McCormick, I would be irate. I cannot imagine how he must feel to have done what he did for the Astros last season. And then I'm not doing that. I'm not. I can't imagine what Chas McCormick must feel like to have done what he did and then get insulted like that. Flat out insulted like that. And whether it's by Dusty Baker or if it's the organization at large that for some reason prefers Myers for no reason. I hate you both. Whoever it was that told Dusty Baker, no, he's not in the lineup. If it was himself or if it was someone else in the organization, you gotta be insulted by that. And I just feel bad for Chas McCormick. That rant was brought to you by the Chas McCormick fan club. Servicing Chas McCormick since 2021. The Javier deal was a bargain, by the way, people don't forget. Alex, no. I don't think you guys are prepared for the failure of a twerk that I would put on. You sent me the mock-up of the ring on Instagram or on... No, Chas earned a spot. He's better offensively. He's better defensively. It's insane that he is not just... It's insane. That would have been so freaking cool. Okay, yeah, that would have been really sick. Yeah, McCormick has not been in either starting lineup to start this season, which is, again, insulting if you're McCormick. Okay, I don't think I said this. It's okay. That can be the 2023 ring. Big brain. Big brain right there. I was second, or I was the cutoff man twice. So I went to Tampa for one of the games last season. And that's where I got the Tucker ball signed. But I went to that game. I was the cutoff man for Chas twice, and it broke my heart. Like, both times I was about to get something signed, he was like, oh, I gotta run. And I was like, dang it. It was devastating, I gotta be honest with you all. None bigger than the wall catch, absolutely huge. Yeah. I don't know what he has to do. I really don't. And on top of that, I don't know what possibly possessed Dusty to tonight go with Myers after the 0 for 3 abysmal outing with poor defense. And then, even weirder, right? Here's the thing. Because it just doesn't... I don't get it. Like, you give Myers the start on opening night, or on opening day. Again, insulting to Chas McCormick, but fine. Maybe you do view him as the inferior defender, and so you're putting him out in the outfield on a night where you're getting Fromber, who's going to put everything on the ground to infielders. Fine. Tonight, you have Javier, who is a strikeout or a fly ball guy, and you're still putting him out there. When McCormick is the better defender, to a pitcher who usually either strikes the batter out or gets a fly ball. Make it make sense. I was okay with Dubon yesterday. Better glove than Hensley, which is needed for Valdez, but Myers just doesn't have a reason. He doesn't. No. And again, Dubon's fine. Dubon is fine. And he made a great replay play. It ended up not mattering because they lost anyway. Dubon made sense. You got to play the better defender in that situation. But tonight, when you probably need a defensive center fielder, you don't go with him. It's just strange, man. It's really just strange. The only way Chaz can be the starter is if he catches the guy who tried to rob Altuve's house. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. It's just you're just getting too old. We're not having this conversation yet. I'm going to put that out there right now. We're not having the Dusty conversation. It's game 2. And while I can disagree with what he's doing, I'm not going to do that yet. Yeah, no, Chaz was great in spring. And I looked it up. I looked it up today. You guys are getting me fired up. You guys continue to fire me up, and not in a good way. Not in the hype video way. Right? Not like I'm about to hit a PR and a good song comes on. Not like I'm about to really start pumping and then Fabulous by Phineas and Ferb comes on the mixtape. Not that kind of pumped up. You're getting me fired up in an angry way, right? Because I looked it up. I'm like, maybe Myers just had an unreal spring. Because I gotta be honest with everybody. I don't think I watched a game of spring training. I just didn't. Spring training is just... I get so checked out. And once it got to the World Baseball Classic where you were at like your 5th string starter, I was totally mentally checked out. But, bring it in, right? I looked it up. I wanted to see how McCormick did in spring, and I wanted to see how Chaz did in spring. Or Myers did in spring, not... I wanted to see how the two of them did, right? McCormick batted almost 300 and on-based like 470, and Myers was a 250 batting average and under a 300 on base. It's not even that he had some incredible spring and McCormick floundered. McCormick hit out of this world, Myers didn't, and they still gave it to him. And if I'm Chaz McCormick, I don't know what you could need. Guys, I gotta level with you. My grandparents watch this. If my grandfather sees me twerk for money, I think I might have to kill my... I might have to jump. Yeah, Abreu the walk machine. Yeah, shocker. Abreu is going to draw walks. Is this what my life... You know, every decision in my life, I'm just realizing, has led to me sitting in this chair live streaming while I watch a baseball game being asked to twerk. Every decision I've ever made has led me to this point. How have I gotten here? And Tucker strikes out. That's unfortunate. Please the children in Africa. I'm not gay, but for $2. When are you gonna wear that shirt to a workout? Jack, I need to know. I'm not getting paid by him. I am getting paid. All right, $2 is it Jolks? It's Jolks, Corey Jolks. The I'm not gay, but $20 is $20 shirt, Jack. That's what I'm referring to. When are you gonna wear that to a to a workout sesh. Jack, I'm going to ban you. It's in Tennessee. What do you mean it's in Tennessee? Corey Julks with his first Major League base hit in his first at bat. Down 0-2 and battled it for a hit. What a job. And Corey Julks has a base hit. Good for him. That's cool. What do you guys think of the little debut patch that you get now as a hitter? I think it's fine. I think it's kind of neat. I thought they were gonna be much bigger, so the fact that they're just like a little thing is like, oh, cool. I think that's perfect. I thought they were gonna be really massive. I'll go. This is my life now, guys. This is where I've made it as a content creator. I've worked hard to achieve this. I've worked very hard to get here. It's been a hard process. As David Hensley bats in a 2-1 count. Was twerking. The deal has a limit to the time frame. No! David Hensley in a 3-1 count draws a walk. Bases will be loaded for Jake Myers. No, not Jake Myers. What am I saying? It is Jake Myers. I was right the first time. I need an answer by the 5th inning. Okay, look at the end of the inning, I will give you one. If Jake Myers grounds into a double play right here, he will genuinely be hunted down by death squads. Okay. Okay, Rich, it's been moved to $4 now. I can't not. It's $4. That's 2 Celsius. Brady, how much are Celsius boys up in Boston? Because down here they're like $2.19. $4 is a lot of money. $4.50 a can for Celly boys up there? Jeez. They're like 2 down here. What is Mass on about? Just use pre. Okay, Brady, can you imagine if when I come up to Mass, I just stuff my bag with Celsius? There's like 50 of them in there. They're like, what are you doing? Are you there for a year? No, a week. $4 buys like 3 chicken fingers from they got a point. Got a point there. Being 12 or 20, that's not bad. That's better. I would do that, except I don't love the third flavor in the pack. I like the orange and I like the mixed berry, but there's the third flavor. I forget what it is. Like guava that I'm not into. Rich, I need you to understand. I've already done that. I've done way worse on this channel than twerked. For less money. I've done worse for less. Weston is my lad. Dog, I hit bicep so hard I thought I freaking tore something this morning. It was bad. 2-2 to Myers. Strikes out! That's where you put a mechanic! My front shoulder's hurt from yesterday. Your front we weren't even doing shoulders yesterday. How do your front shoulders hurt? What were you... We were doing bench. Anti-Chaz just struck out, but it's up to Silver Slugger nominated Martin Maldonado. Huh. Connor, how have you done this? You all shall get one. I've done worse for less. I can now only hope that no one important is watching this. How much do you live stream cosplay? However much a Colonel Sanders costume would cost, plus another $20. Alright, it's at this moment that I pray no one that is going to hire me or could possibly currently fire me is watching. I hate all of you. You're welcome. Anyway, back to the regularly scheduled program. I'm gonna cry if that didn't even show up. That didn't even show up! Are you joking? How much for buy? Is this what this has become? You could if we ever decide to do that. Jack, who else would be there to not help me on the bench press? Hey, Weston, you got a wacky birthday gift? What are you getting me? Man, that workout vlog of me, Brady, and Jack is gonna go wild. American hero Lance Lynn has done a pretty solid job containing the Astros. We gotta do a thick chat meetup. I genuinely would like to come. My hope is that at some point this season, Jack, I will ban you. I will not hesitate. I do. That's fair. Back to the meetup thing. I want to go to Houston at some point in the season. I really hope it works out. Like, that would be ideal. I'm hoping... I don't know that anyone is in Florida. Or, like, how many of you would be. I'm hoping to go to all 3 Rays games this year. Because they play in Tampa next month. Like, late April. I'd like to go to all 3. And at some point, whether it's this year or next year, very, very soon, I would really like to go to Houston. That's a dream. Well, it'd be neat. I just don't know how... Rays games, like, yeah, from the hit game Valorant. You got it. You got it, Jack. You nailed it. You're dead on. That's exactly what I mean. I would buy an I will ban you shirt from Weston. How are the Astros doing? They're losing 1-0, but it's not that bad. Gold Glove, Kyle Tucker catches another routine fly ball 3 feet above the ground. If I did merch, I'd have to do, like... the Space Birdie. The Space City Lance McCullers jersey. If I want to get a Space City. That is genuinely the next jersey I want to get. I found out, apparently, the Astros team store mails out of state, which means I can just call them and inform them I wish to give them a lot of money, which is very good for me. That's a lie, actually. It's very bad for me, because it means they're going to take a lot of it. But I don't know if I want to get a Javi or a McCullers. I already have a McCullers. I'm currently wearing my McCullers jersey, and I love it. And I'm on the fence of if I want Javi Space City or if I want Lance Space City. It's neck and neck for the both of them. If I ever did merch, it'd be probably Thick Chat. I will ban you. 2 things can be true at once. Those would be the first 3. And, like, I don't know... Wasuton merch. I don't know how I would be able to do it. Maybe I'd have to use just the outline. Maybe I could get, like, the dirt outline and do it that way. But, like, the... I completely lost my train of thought while reading through the chat. And I don't even remember where I was going. I gotta be honest. It's that bad. Anyway. Hello, my name is Weston. I'm not $2. That's a perfect shirt. No, I would give them so much money. I'm going to... It's a problem that I found out they ship out of state. There is the temptation. I don't know how long it would take, and my fear is that it would just take too long to do. But to just, every time YouTube sends the AdSense, I put it away and eventually use the channel itself to fly out to Houston. Like, that would be a really rewarding thing. That would be a really special moment if that's how I did it. But I don't know that I want to wait that long. I don't know who that is. The McCormick shirt, that's what I was saying. I don't know how I would get the McCormick thing, but like the McCormick outline of him in the dirt after making the catch in Game 5, and then just under it, my starting center fielder. Alex, you're saying dangerous things. The oldest Minecraft Anarchy server. Look, man. All I know about Minecraft stops after the 1.8.9 update. Ever since 1.8.9, it has gone downhill. Silhouetted, not outlined. Close enough. I was close. Bro both spams and says 1.8.9 is peak Minecraft. It's because both are true. I played before they added the hunger bar and zombies drop feathers. I remember when they didn't have the hunger bar. I don't remember the zombies dropping feathers. Nothing bad can come of it from you guys. Bad stuff is going to come for it for me. Have the Astros gotten a hit yet? They have gotten a hit. Okay, perfect. I was going to say, this is not looking great, but they do have a hit, so there's that. Jeremy Pena. Hensley, of course. My starting second baseman. There is no better second baseman in the Astros organization than David Hensley. Oh, what's that? Oh, yeah, I forgot. There's a man that's like 4 feet tall. I can say that because I absolutely love him. We're about to go off. Give it a second. We're going to go off by like game 19. We're going to be like, I said 7-10. The media is going to be saying, oh, the Astros are done. Their dynasty has ended. It is time for them to be dethroned by the Seattle Mariners. And then the Astros are going to win like 40 in a row. Because that's simply what they do. Look in general on Discord. I swear. Can I simply say I really don't want to? Because I fear for what you're putting there. The chat. Jen. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. Oh, oh no. Is that... Connor, why? Why are you... Connor, why would you put that there? Why would you do that to me? Start the hunt. Back to this. I love Altuve. I would kiss him. Who wouldn't? That would be my question. Simply, who wouldn't? Whoever broke into Altuve's home is 100%. Yeah, he 100% is. That's not even a question. Back to the Rogers thing. That's not a question. The question is more so now, how happy am I to have a diva? Not. But it's either Rogers or missing the playoffs and going like 4-13. So it's Rogers time, baby. Okaposo, I would greatly prefer... Jack, I will ban you. There's a reason I say that so much. Remember Rogers yelling at Yankees fans, I own you, imagine Altuve. That would be so sick. He never would because Altuve is a perfect human being, but that would be so sick. Okay, I do not think Jeremy Pena was safe, if I'm being honest. I think he was out, but time will tell. Question is more so, can you overturn it? That is absolutely not happening. Cassandra, don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that. You ain't gotta worry about it. If Pena is injured and the Astros are down Pena, Altuve, and Brantley, and also just by proxy Chas McCormick, who's been injured with dusty disease, the team might be cooked for a little bit. I gotta be honest. He's smiling. But okay, I don't think you can overturn the call. Maybe you can. You probably can. Yeah, he's out. That's wonderful. I have no idea how he was out. He was ahead of that by a mile. You drive a hard bargain there. I mean, that's what it is. Like, it's that simple. There is every statistic, every known statistic indicates you would unban him to ban him a second time. Brady, you really can't help but notice that every single human being has threatened to ban you. What a pick by the ball boy. Ball man, let me rephrase that. That dude has a full-on goatee. Why is Badger from Breaking Bad the Astros' new ball boy? Yeah, if anyone's getting it, it's probably going to be other Weston and or Alex. It would be Mr. Corona if he was here, but he is not. Yes. Pepperidge Farm remembers. They do. We're going back to the Thick Chat heydays. Thick Chat was truly iconic. You would also... No. Thick Chat dates back to the postseason run of 2021. Remember Kyle Tucker's rookie season where he looked 15? That was a great season. Remember when they only had him there, more or less, to be a reason to go to the stadium late in the season? That was great. But fruit. I'm getting banned from this tonight. I hope you all realize. No, this is a top-notch chat. It's truly elite. No shot. Oh, that's beautiful. Anyway, I need to turn that on to silent. For now on, twerks are $5 a shake. Don't put that out there in the world. Is that my going rate now? Thick chat. Also, the I will ban you. You can't leave that out. Brady, Tage Thompson isn't even in this game. He's injured. Gavin Sheets currently is batting. What you've done? If he bans me, I'm benching. Special grip. My campaign slogan is ban Brady. I kind of want to make you the mod just to see if you do it. Like, you've talked a lot about it, Connor. And if you don't, I don't want to call you a coward, but man, I might have to. My campaign slogan got me Brady, I swear, please don't. Brady, I have dreams. Brady, I have dreams. Be there or be square. Jack, if you try to bench 225, you're gonna die. And I will laugh. Jordan came on for that. That's strange. It's usually not Jordan that comes on for it. Liked is past tense there, Whitehay. Why is Miller just pinning some dude up against the... That sounds wrong. Hello, hello, Albert. You've entered into quite the arrangement. You see, Mr. Miller has. You see, Keandre Miller has pinned a man up against the boards because he was going for the puck that Keandre Miller wanted, which didn't excite him, and so he put him into the boards. Anyway, back to this. Yeah, you should definitely come to Florida and hit a PR with us. Christian Javier, on the verge of striking out Yasmani Grandal, goes over for the check on Yohan Moncada. Yo, Brady, I gotta remind you, Yaroslav Halak, Bruins legend, almost made the save of saves in this game. Beautiful pitch by Javier. Not a strike, but I'll take that. His 4th K of the night. Christian Javier has rolled through this. On break, what's happening? No, you don't want to know. No, you've missed a lot. I got paid to twerk anyway. There's some. Me and Jack in this chat went to a good Mexican place in the mall parking lot. El Chicos. We were not on a date. Weston drives like my grandmother slow into HB on Thursdays. I don't drive that slowly. I mean, I'm not driving quickly, but... Look, I understand that Tequila Azul is very good. That being said, they were either closed that night... Red Heat. That was solid. Was that Mexican food, though? What does Weston love on his tacos and burritos? Chipotle sauce is very good. I like Chipotle sauce. I like chicken. Yeah, chicken usually is what I'm getting on my stuff. And if you mean like additions, queso is a very good thing to put on there. I'm not a big guac guy. I will say that. I'm not too... I don't really feel that. I hope you all realize that I'm now having to inform my sister that I did in fact do something on this channel. For money. Tucker towards left field, out of play, and Andrew Benintendi eats it face first into the board. That's fun. Yeah, arroz con pollo is definitely one of my favorite Spanish foods, or Mexican foods. Mandarin Jarritos goes hard. My sister just told me I should start an OnlyFans if I've already done that and called me a whore. Which I just feel it necessary to let all of you know. Oh my god, no. 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 This is not happening again. This is not happening again. This is not happening again. It's not happening again. No. I am not going to do this every time. I'm not going to do this. I'm not doing it for money. No! Whoa! You know, since I became monetized, Noah, I got monetized in like November. And they said, do you want to turn on channel donations? And I thought, yeah, I'll do that. Because I do in fact like money a lot. And money's never free, Weston. I never said it was. Well, okay, but like, no, what? Okay, but Weston. Here's the thing. What else are we going to talk about? The Astros have like one hit tonight. Oh, I knew it was going to be used to abuse me. I didn't realize it was going to be this. Yeah, I like how this is an Astros stream. Yeah, look. Money's never free, Weston. Why are you behind it, Cassie? Why are you on their side? Cassie's a real one. Join the herd. Why are you? How are you with them? How are you on their side? My own flesh and... Oh my god! No! I have to. I have to. I've never been so... Fine. I mean, I gotta. I mean, I gotta, right? I can't get out of this at this point. This is what you've done to me. You've done this to me for money. I don't regret anything. I'm just going to see if it's there. David Hensley bats in a 2-1 count. Cassandra, if you bring this up at my wedding, I swear to God, you'll give me $20 to not do it? I don't like any of you in this chat, even though I'm related to some of you. Alright. I hate all of you. 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 I don't like any of you. How is this where I'm at? How is this where I'm at as a human being? Can I ask that legitimately? How have I ended up here? Cassie, I'm gonna kill you. You gave it to me, Noah! Money changed. I've gotten to a weird point in my life. Weston has been corrupted by money. Hey, Weston, what you doing? The stream... Okay, here's the thing, though. The stream might get demonetized, but the donations don't. So I'm fine. Look, I need you to understand. It's important to me that you understand. I'm not doing the channel for money. I'm doing it because A, I adore it, and B, I want to be able to have something very physical. I'm going to read that in a minute, Brady, and I'm going to... When I come to Boston again, I am going to beat you. I am going to absolutely deck you into the dirt. Anyway, back to this. Like, I love doing this so very much. And I adore making videos. It's truly, truly special that I get to do this, right? And I love... I don't do it for money. That is not at all the reason why I do this. Because obviously... I forgot where I was going with this, but I was going somewhere with it. So I guess we're just going to stop there. Hobbit fight with the string cheese. What? Western OnlyFans would be more successful than a sorority girl. You can bring up to girls that you've made money from twerking. Thank you for that. The money has changed me. Okay, we're gonna read some texts from personal friends of mine. Brady, hey Weston, I've known you for almost 5 years. You've changed, bro. Doing things for money. The fame has changed you, man. My dear sweet sister, I'm just here to help cause chaos. Your twerking shows how much of a virgin you are. I love you so much, baby brother. I want you to know I'm choking from laughing so hard. And easily my favorite one. I can't wait to bring this... I can't wait to bring this up at your wedding during my speech. YouTube apology right now. Weston, we need to talk. This is an intervention. You are changing, becoming a public whore. You guys gotta have friends. I do this for money. No. I do the twerking for money. No. I want to make that very abundantly clear. I do the twerking for money. Not the channel. I'd make Astros content for free. I do the twerking for money. I want to be abundantly clear on that. Someone make the Weston twerking gif? So please don't. It already exists. It already exists, Noah. I got bad news for you. I'm getting a phone call tomorrow from my grandparents of like, Wes, we need to talk. Funnily enough, I said earlier in this very stream that it would be a really awesome goal if I gave to myself that I will fly to Texas once I've earned enough money from the channel, because that would be like oh wow, the channel paid for the trip to Houston, which would be a very special moment. And I said also in that sentence that I probably wouldn't because it might take too long, and I'd like to go to Houston in the next year or so, and I don't know how long it would take to accrue that. Honestly, all I needed to do was start twerking, and apparently I will get to that threshold. He might not be. He might not be. Twerk your way to Houston. Cassie, I don't... I got an animation assignment due at 11:59 tonight. I'm not even halfway done with it, and I'm pushing it off for this. Don't regret it. It's great to have you here. I love having you here, Alex. You bring an energy. I gotta be honest. Twerk your way to Boston. New Thick Chat motto: twerk your way to Houston. I sent a bunch of pictures. I need everyone to understand something, right? I just sent probably like 50 pictures to the athletics director / dean of the school that I work for, however you want to phrase it. I'll say work for because that sounds a little bit more professional. I just sent him a bunch of pictures from baseball, softball, lacrosse, soccer games that I've taken pictures of. And I sent them to him for their social media pages for the school. And they said, "Hey, Wes, we'd love to share them. They're really nice. We'd love to share them. If you give me your Instagram handle, I'll make sure to tag you with everything. So you can try to get yourself out there some more." And I said, "Yeah, that'd be great." So I gave him the handle and all the pictures that I had. It's incredibly possible that any number from 0 to, I don't know, every person that I worked with there, every person that I watched play sport from that school could have seen the fact that I was tagged with that, go to my silly little Instagram page where I have the link straight to the channel and be seeing this. Or see the aftermath of this after it's surely put on my live stream page. I can only hope that that's what happened. Twerk for the H. I gotta be honest with you guys. I regret nothing of what I've done tonight. Also, if you give me $20 to twerk in Logan Airport, that is free money and I will take it. That's unfortunate. Luis Roberts bats 0-2. Remember when this started out as a baseball channel? Or as a baseball stream? Struck him out. Luis Roberts goes down swinging. Christian Javier with the strikeout. And he gets through another one. I'll post it on Twitter if I need to. Baseball? This is a baseball stream? What's baseball? I've reached a point in my life. This might be the end of it. Who's to say? Only forward. There is no going back. I like the twerk for the H. I'll pin it. There we go. The Astros have looked dead tonight, which they looked dead last night, if I'm being honest. I'm going to try to steer this back. This has been a spiral into chaos. This has spiraled into pure chaos, and I'm going to try, kicking and screaming if I have to drag this back into baseball, which might be a losing battle, but I'm going to try. You have Jake I swear to... Jake McCormick or... Jake McCormick or Chaz Myers, your pick. You have Jake Myers. I got it. Thick Cheffer hits, thick Cheffer hits. Baseball stream is what sorority girls call their OnlyFans. Look, here's the thing. Myers has been bad. Hello. I don't... I've become something. That's how I'm gonna phrase this. This is becoming a copy pasta, you guys. You gotta fly away. If Myers gets a home run or a hit and keeps himself in the lineup, I think I might do something nefarious. Are you about to rickroll me via text message? He drew a walk. Congratulations. Time to score runs. It would be ideal for them to do that. Guys, I just got rickrolled via text message. Gets on base a lot, Rocco. Do I care if it's a walk or a hit? Pete? You do not. I do not. Of which part, Cassie? Of which part? The rings are really... The rings are fine. Like, I like them. They're just very similar to the... And ground ball double play. Doug, I just got rickrolled via text message. You think I'm about to be dumb enough? You think that I am going to get taken like that? No. Nah, this ain't my first rodeo. How much to get a mullet and not a good one? I love that you phrased it like that. My dear family... Dear sweet family from Alabama, Arkansas. Asher's from Arkansas. Or in Arkansas, I should say. I need to stop doxing people. Anyway, dear friend Asher wants me desperately to get a mullet. How much to get a mullet and not a good one? $10,000. Arkansas, okay. I'm sorry, Weston, but the rickroll by text made me stop breathing while laughing. Yeah. Alex, if that comes to fruition, I will cry. Rangers look like they're heading to overtime. Weston, I've known you for a long time. I just wanted to say something. I am absolutely never going to give you up, nor will I let you down, or run around and desert you. I vow to never make you cry or say goodbye. I will never lie to hurt you. I don't... Why? Why? Can I... That's going in the Weird Message Hall of Fame. I lived in Arkansas for a short while, and it's an interesting place. They gave us 7 brew, which is good enough. We need an 80s album by Weston. Yes. Say less. Why am I looking in general? I'm afraid to look in general. Agree. My sister went to college in Arkansas and hated it. It was a great time. Connor, why did you do this? Why did you do this? Why have you done this to me? I'm not crying yet. I have not gotten to there. I'm good. I've wanted to jump for a little bit, but I'm not crying yet. It's out of love. It is out of love. That's the thing. True friendship is making your very good friend do horrible, horrible things. It is a twerking. Do you say GIF? Like, is it GIF? I don't care. I'm pretty sure the dude himself said GIF. Back to this. And that's going to be a second run. Second run allowed for Javi. Jimenez. What are you talking about? There's nothing sticking up. I see the picture of myself. So that's the game. I mean... Oh, the Velocicoaster. That's what you're going to pull Javi on? Really? Bro, I see it. It's fine. There's nothing... I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, what a save by Halak! Okay, I got the hair that was sticking somewhere. Connor, is there a name for it that the lovely people at home can find it at? Oh. Off the wall. It's close to the mid-back, man. Like, it's to here. I don't know how low mid-back you'd describe. Like, to here? Like, it's already low. It covers up the nameplate of a jersey. And Jeff Skinner scores. Devin Levi earns his first win Congratulations to him. Yeah, Mike McDaniels rocks. This is looking bad. It's game 2, guys. It's fine. You're missing many important people. Also, I gotta bring it up. Like, the Astros have made 6 consecutive American League Championship Series, winning 4 of those ALCSs, winning 2 World Series in the time. It's a bad game, maybe a bad second game. This is not even close to panic time yet. We are so far removed from that conversation. It's only Altuve and Brantley. It's Altuve and Brantley. Okay, but here's the thing. It's only Altuve. It's only Altuve. You gotta think about what that means. That is the... Altuve is not the leader type in the sense of he's not going to get in the face of players who are doing things and yell at them. But maybe he will. There's that clip of him screaming at Lance McCullers a few years back. They pulled him after that? Javi's done for the night. That's wild. Got my bag of Oreos and Dr. Pepper, time to party. Dr. Thunder, excuse me, and time to party. Yes, indeed. The Matonator comes out. Like, it's only the heart and soul of your lineup when you're missing Altuve. I tried Big Red the other day. That tasted so freaking good. That was so good. Maton is the new Brooks Raley. Well, when you're right, you're right. Anyway, back to the Astros. It's the heart and soul of your lineup. It is the team's captain with Altuve that you're missing. Also, big rib, but it's got to be ice cold. I had it ice cold. I had it at a place called Mission Barbecue in Orlando. It slapped. Astros potentially fall to 0-2, and fans are panicking. No, it's over, guys. If you start 0-2, the season's over with. There's only 160 games after that to rebound. They wouldn't be able to do it. Also, yeah, if you get McCormick back, and if McCormick McCormick is starting tomorrow. Dusty has said that. He's starting tomorrow and Sunday. If McCormick comes back and you win both of those games, it's a wash. And you just go, well, it's a fluke. I'm going to laugh really hard. I need everyone to understand how awful I am going to be if McCormick starts tomorrow and Sunday and the Astros win both of them. It's important to me that you understand I'm going to be unbearable. That's funny. It'd be the first time they start 0-2 in 12 years, and that would have come to the Phillies. Maton picks up a strikeout on his first batter of the year. Not too shabby. But it's a matter of, it's early in the season. And I said it... Screw that, I'm in full panic mode. Maton the emotional mess. He is a disaster emotionally. He's got to get under wraps. Got to put that in check, man. Back to the panic thing. It's the first 2 games. I said it last year at different points throughout the season when I called the Astros an entitled ball club. And here's what I want to hammer home. The Astros are entitled, but they have a right to be. In 2017, you win 101 games, you win the World Series. 2018, you win 103 games, you lose in the ALCS. But it took you having quite literally half of your starting 9 injured for you to do that. Altuve had a nagging injury, Correa had a nagging injury, Springer had a nagging injury. That's 2 of your best hitters that season, or 2 of your top players, 3 of them, really, in Correa, Altuve, and Springer. 3 very important players who had nagging injuries at that point. McCullers had already torn his UCL and was still pitching through it. And I feel like Bregman might have had a problem, if I'm not mistaken. And by the way, and I love him, I'm not saying this to dunk on him, your starting left fielder in that series was Tony Kemp. Like, it took a lot for you to lose that to Boston. 2019, you went 105 games, 107? 107 in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. Bregman was going through a leg issue. I was right. Yeah, it was 4 of them. Practically your entire infield was injured. 2019, make it to the World Series. Maybe the best team ever assembled. Easily the best team to never win a World Series. And you lose to the Nats in 5. 2020, you actually are below 500 for the season in the regular season. You get into the playoffs, 1 win shy of making a World Series. Then you make the World Series and lose to the Braves. This past season, you set a new franchise record for win. Did they set a new franchise record for wins? I believe they did. No, they won 106 games. Nearly set a new franchise record for wins. You get close. And then win the World Series. They kind of have a right to be arrogant. And I'm not saying it's a good thing. We tied the franchise record. Okay, my bad. I'm not saying it's right that they feel entitled. I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm definitely not saying it's a good thing. But you look at the track record, everyone here has won. Most of the players here have come up and know nothing but win. Like, go around the diamond right now. You have Martin Maldonado, who was traded for in 2018 in the midst of the Astros. We lost in 6 to the Nats. No, we lost in 7. No, Westy boy. Because we lost the first 2 games in Houston, won all 3 in Washington, lost Game 6, and then in Game 7 they had a 3-0 lead. And then Greinke gave up the home run to Rendon. And then yeah, they gave up the home run to Rendon, and then they panicked, and they pulled Zach Greinke, and then in came Will Harris to face Howie Kendricks, and then he put the ball low and outside to him, and then somehow he still went over and poked it off the foul pole. I'm not over it. Not over it. Even though I probably should be because they won the World Series. But Martin Maldonado, nothing but win. He's won a World Series. He's been there for 3 pennants already. First base, you have Jose Abreu, which he was brought in, right? He doesn't count. Altuve would be your normal starting second baseman. He's been through some hardship, but then won a lot. Currently, it's David Hensley. Rookie season last year, and he won the World Series. Jeremy Pena, rookie season last year, won the World Series. Alex Bregman, rookie season was 2016. After that, won 2 World Series already. Outfield is Tucker. Currently, it's Tucker, Myers, and Jordan, who know nothing but winning. They have a reason to be a little bit arrogant and a little bit, overconfident and just think, yeah, if we show up, we'll win. I'm not saying that's a good thing. They'll have to figure it out. But they kind of have reason to be there at the moment. Maybe it's just me trying to forget about that series. If you're talking about 2019, no. Even though we've won a World Series after that, I still am woken up from hitting that foul pole. That still keeps me up at night. Jason Worth. Man, that name sounds familiar. Catcher, I feel? Okay, but he debuted in 2016, didn't he? Like, even if... Like, Bregman... No, because Correa was 2015. That was when he won Rookie of the Year. So Bragg's rookie season might have been 2017, like when he was eligible, but he debuted in 2016. I believe. Jason Worth. He is a baseball player. Will, why do you ask about Jason Worth? Out of curiosity. Okay, yeah, but I was still partially... Okay, everyone in this lineup knows nothing but winning. They kind of have reason to just... Can you send it to me? Because I'm kind of interested. He was just a baseball outfielder. Oh, I'm seeing it currently. Ho! Okay, Jason Worth was a one-time All-Star in Major League Baseball. He made one All-Star team, received a couple of MVP votes in a couple of different seasons. He was a good player, but he was never really a great player. And I bring that up to say, you all should go find the video of him launching that baseball into a different planet to understand that this is now like a 40-something-year-old Jason Worth, who even in his 40s, after he was retired and very much was a bad baseball player at the end of his career, and still launched that baseball into a different planet to understand the level that these athletes are on compared to us. It is ridiculous. The curse of the gold jerseys? Maybe. Jordan hit a home run yesterday. I am not worried. Martinez is in the bullpen. I repeat, Martinez is in the bullpen. Ayo. Seth Meyers is in the bullpen. Let's go. Abreu's first hit. Indeedy, indeedy. Also, I've said it at different points. I'm so not concerned on the Astros right now. I'm just not. They're gonna be fine. Holy heck! Christian Javier had 19 swings and misses tonight. I think you are correct there. Tucker gets into one deep to center field, and that ball is gone. Kyle Tucker with his first home run of 2023, and the Astros make it a one-run game in the bottom of the sixth off of Lance Lynn. If no one else got me, Kyle Tucker got me. Not too shabby. I'm now eagerly watching to see if there's any hair sticking up that's going to bother people. Never forget the I got you that then resulted in the Astros getting more runs. Remember when the Astros swept the New York Yankees? Good times. That's American hero Lance Lynn, I'll have you know. That being said, Astros dong shot. Q Brady texting me asking for a refund. Nuts, I thought I was going to be correct with that. Who's my AL MVP pick? Shohei Ohtani feels like free money. Shohei Ohtani is going to be in the running every single season. He's not getting it back. No. That's mine now. Oh, man. Corey Julks missed. I was going to say missed or misses his first career home run by a matter of a few feet. Believe Ohtani will leave the Angels and go to Houston, imagine. The league would cry. Ohtani has the best name to say. Shohei Ohtani. He has a very fun name. I really love Ohtani, and if he were to come here, I would cry. Oh, he's getting $600 million. 100%. 100% he's getting $600 million. His AAV is going to be over $50 million a year, and it's not even up for debate. Like, his contract is going to be more than the net worth of some countries. It's going to be insane. Anyway, back to my pick for MVP. Ohtani feels like free money. A lot of people are already going on Rutschison. Rutschison? Am I saying it properly? I might not be. Baltimore's catcher. A lot of people are already putting money on him. And that's fine. I think he could have a shot at it. He looks very solid. Went 5 for 5 on opening day. Dude's a monster. I feel Randy Arozarena could end up getting close. I think he's going to have a solid defensive year. He dazzled at the World Baseball Classic, and so that gives me a lot of hope for him going into the season. Judge is probably going to be a monster. Like, he's got good defense, and he's got insane hitting. I don't know that Jordan will ever actually win the MVP. I think he'll probably finish the finalist a few more times. I don't know that he'll ever win it. It's going to be hard for him, too. He's never going to have the defensive or WAR numbers for it. And so that's going to be a big issue. Seth Martinez has entered the game. It's time, boys. Back to the question at hand. Yeah. I don't think Jordan's ever going to win an MVP. And that's not to say he isn't going to have the hitting numbers of an MVP, because he had the hitting numbers of an MVP last season. It just happened that Aaron Judge had quite literally the best season since Barry Bonds destroyed the sport of baseball. I say that sarcastically, by the way. Not the Judge numbers, the destroying baseball thing by Barry Bonds. I like Barry Bonds. I think he should be in the Hall of Fame. That's beside the point. Back to the thing at hand. Julio Rodriguez is going to be great. I could see him having another very good season. He won Rookie of the Year. MVP would be a sort of a natural step. Wander Franco is probably going to be in the conversation. I think any young shortstop who can simultaneously hit well and have good defense is going to be there. Or excuse me, not shortstop. Well, shortstop, because that's what Wander Franco is. I don't believe he had wonderful outs above average numbers last year for Franco, but I think he could eventually be up there. I think he'll be probably in the top 15. That's a really fun question. I'm going to get back to that in a second. It's hard to say. It's in the sense of, like, I don't know that the Astros have anyone that's going to go for it. Jordan, I think, will be the closest. Bregman could. Bregman really could. Because that was a beautiful play by him right there defensively. If he hits the way he did down the stretch and gets his defense back to where he's making the flashy plays, I'm not saying necessarily he becomes, like, the best defender in the sport or anything, but if he can just kind of get back to, good, solid enough defense with the amazing hitting. Is Jack dead? He might be. He had too much caffeine. Would Jordan have won an MVP if the Astros were still in the National League? That's a very interesting question. I already see he would have won back-to-back. I don't agree with that at all. And I'm not saying that to say anything bad about Jordan Alvarez, because he's a great player. I'm just saying I don't think he would have won back-to-back MVPs. Because he had a good season last year. He had an amazing season last year. Let me rephrase that. He was out of this world last season. But the year before that, he was very, very good. 2020, he missed all but, 2 games. He wouldn't have won it in his rookie season for the lone reason of he only played 87 games. And, he was very good in 2021. But a 277 batting average, 346 on base, 531 slugging with a 136 WRC plus isn't going to win you an MVP. It just isn't, and it shouldn't. But last year's tough because Goldschmidt won the MVP last season. And I gotta be honest, I don't know last season if you could possibly say it should have been Jordan over him. Jordan was great. Goldschmidt was just as good. Plus, he was a premier defender at first base. And I know first base is, Oh, what a catch by Kyle Tucker! Oh my gosh! Kyle Tucker! Looking like he's worth that extension that they have not handed him yet. That might have been a home run. Might have been. At the very least, it would have been extra bases. Do you guys remember in 2018, gold jerseys, Josh Reddick robbing a home run against Baltimore? Same energy right there. Kyle Tucker with a play. Yeah, that's the thing. I think it's a very interesting to debate with would Jordan have won an MVP had they still been in the National League. I just don't think he would have. We're calling him King Tuck when Friar Tuck is right there. It does, right? No, like Tucker's a way better player. It's just, you have to. Bregman will never get close to an MVP again. It's going to hurt his Hall of Fame run. Really? You don't think so? I think he could. I still love Spider-Man, though. He was great. Until the end, and then everyone kind of despised Josh Reddick at the very end of it. But now people have come back around on him. It's very strange. Also, here's the thing with Paul Goldschmidt. Even if you said, which I think I would disagree with, I think Paul Goldschmidt was a better hitter last year. But even if you said, well, Jordan hit better than he did. And even if you were able to convince me to put aside the defense, I'd still have to go Goldschmidt for the reason of, and I'm not saying this is right, I'm saying it's the same reason as to why Verlander edged out Garrett Cole in 2019. I'm saying it's the reason why this is very not baseball, it's hockey. It's why Marc-Andre Fleury beat Vasilevsky in the 2021 Vezina voting. They're going to see two players, one who's very young and one who's older, and they're going to go for the older one because how many more seasons like this is he going to have? I'm not saying that that's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. But if it's two players who are nearly identical, and one's an old vet who's been in the league for a long time and is beloved, and one is a young kid, a star on the rise, they're always going to go for the older one. It's just a fact. You can look at it for Marc-Andre Fleury getting that MVP or getting that Vezina. You can look at it for... That's just how it goes. It's always going to be the older kid or the older vet versus the young kid. Look at 2017. Altuve getting it over Judge. And I'm not saying, and I'm probably going to get yelled at for that, but yeah, David Hensley with a hit. Jake Myers, who currently does not have a hit on the season and has drawn 1 walk. Hey, look at that, a ground ball double play. So glad it's him and not Chas McCormick. McCormick's got to be fuming in that dugout, right? I mean, he has got to be just fuming over there. Okay, I guess what you're saying more so isn't that he's never going to get back to that form. Alex, so can I kind of reword what you said? Because I don't mean that, I don't mean that in like a bad way. Not that he's never going to get back to that form, but that he's never going to get that close again. Like, he might get back to where he was offensively and defensively speaking for 2018, but the competition around him is just too good. Because I interpreted that as he's never going to get back to that form or that level of play again. And that's why I kind of recoiled for it. But I guess if you're saying the competition has gotten better, yeah, that's probably accurate. I don't know how you would do that with the American League now. That's fair. I heard that as just he'll never get back to that form and recoiled. But yeah, if you're saying with the competition, that's... yeah, he probably won't. I read... I took that in a different way and I shouldn't have. But yeah, I do agree with that now that you say it. Aha. Is this going to be the same score as last night? I'd greatly prefer it not be. No, I can totally get on board with the competition thing. I'm not going to panic yet, obviously. It's game 2, but... Why, did we get Trout or something? No, Dusty just hates him. I don't get it, man. Maldi walks, here comes JP3. When are we supposed to panic? Not in game 2. Not in game 2. Lines 1. Down for a base hit for Jeremy Pena, his first of the season. When are we supposed to panic? Look, the Astros are starting the season like 7-10. That's just what happens. They're always bad to start the year. That's just how it goes. They're going to start like 7-10. The media is going to say the Astros run is over with. And then they're going to win like 7 in a row. He had a single yesterday. My bad. Oh, yeah, he did go 1 for... You're right. You're absolutely right. No, the Astros are going to have a hard start to the season, as is tradition. They always start poorly. And they'll rebound. It's what happens. I didn't check as to what it said. I didn't see the questions. I saw knock their socks off, so probably Abreu. Remember when Andrew Benintendi was almost a trade for the Astros? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Yeah. Like, baseball is such a long sport. Like, here's the thing. Hockey's a long sport. Like, hockey has a long season. Basketball has a long season. Football doesn't. If you lose 10 games in a row in a hockey or NBA season, that's bad. But you can conceivably rebound from that. Like, it's possible. It would take a lot, but you could conceivably do it. If you do it in football, your season's over with. You do it in baseball, no one bats an eye. Like, that is a dip. You're going to lose so many. It's fine. The Astros are going to start poorly. It happens every year. I'm not going to panic. You can panic. Keep in mind, said issue was in mid-June. That's insane. I know that was a super big talking point. Look, last year I said game 50. Not to judge them until game 50. This team has won 4 pennants in 6 years. They just won the World Series. The reason our jerseys are in gold is because they are debuting the world champion jerseys, the world champion pennant and ring. They're good. This is a good team, in case you needed any reminder. When game 50 rolls around, if they're at or below 500 at game 50, then we can start to be concerned. But I want it to be well into the season. I want to have Brantley back in the lineup. I want to have Altuve back in the lineup. And I want Lance in the rotation for a couple of weeks before anyone panics. I remember that. That was an incredible moment for Seth Beer, Astros legend Seth Beer. That trade for the Astros and Diamondbacks just kind of looks weird in retrospect, because like the Astros got Greinke for a bit, which was fine. Bregman draws a walk, loading the bases with 2 outs for Yordan Alvarez. I am feeling a ripped ball right up the right field line for extra bases. That's what I'm feeling. Now Alvarez is gonna. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling a big base hit here. You can tell how much pain Altuve is in not being there with the team and not hitting. It really does hurt to see. That smile hides pain, and it breaks my heart. Yeah, goes to the bullpen for a match on lefty lefty. Uh, I, the platooning thing is so dumb. It really is just. It's a relic of baseball that I don't know how it hasn't died yet. Rangers lost, a little worrying. I think they'll tighten up for the playoffs. The Rangers get up for the big games, and we've seen that for the past 2 seasons with them. I'm not concerned. It was the second night of a back-to-back. I know it wasn't a lot of travel because it was still in, they're basically in the same state. It was just New Jersey to Buffalo. But was that a strike validation or a pitch clock violation right there? I love how Alvarado was brought in to take care of Jordan and he just laughed at him. Altuve, Jordan is afraid of no one and nothing. Yeah, he gave up a ball on that violation right there. Also, I know everyone was like freaking out about the pitch clock in spring training, and now we've gotten to baseball, like regular season, and it has not affected it at all. So 2-0 already. It was on the umpire. I'm not going to disagree with you. However, look, the kid line has been the best line for that team. Jordan drives it deep left center field. Benintendi doesn't catch it. It's in and out of his glove. Safe at home. Jordan clears the bases. And it's 5-3 Houston in the 7th. What a magnificent use of the platoon advantage, you dumb White Sox. Tattooed by Jordan Alvarez. By the end of their careers, Altuve will be the best player in Houston history. Jordan will be the best hitter. That's how I would put it. Because Altuve has the defense, and I think he'll probably have the longevity. Jordan will be the best hitter. This game has turned upside down. Anywho's, yeah, I'm not. They get up for the big games. Back to the New York Rangers. They get up for the big games. I can't stop burping, man. Shesterkin has been amazing as of late. And the kid line looks good. The fourth line is doing exactly what you need it to do, which is just grind the other team into the dirt, which they do well. Line shot from Jose Abreu. That would have had a crazy high. Don't you love it when your illegal stream crashes? It's a darn shame. The kids' line looks good. The veterans know that this really probably doesn't affect all that much. They know they're at where they're at. They're probably not going to move up. They're probably not going to move down in the standings. And I think guys like Mika, Kreider, Trocheck, Panarin, definitely Kane. The top 6, no. No, that's the thing. I think they're just conserving the energy. I think they view this as just practice because they're where they are. They're not going to move up in the standings. They're not going to move down. They're the 3rd spot in the Metro, and they're happy there. And so I think they just want to get there completely healthy and rested and ready. And I think when we get into the playoffs, they're gonna flip a switch. I truly, truly believe that. I'm not concerned. Now, if we watch the first game against the Devils, who's probably going to be the Devils, and you get your bell rung and it's like a 4-1 loss or a 4-0 defeat, then you might go, hey, fellas, you need to wake up. But I'm not concerned. Like, you look at the top 6, it's insane. It is absolutely insane. Patrick Kane's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He just is. But when those top 6 players retire, it's very possible that 5 of them get their numbers retired by their respective franchise. 91 could be retired by the Blues for what he did there. Kane's being retired in Chicago. It's not a question. And 10, 91, and 20 might all get retired for the Rangers. Like, these are 6. And Trocheck's very solid. He's just bounced around too much, and so I don't tell it. He'll never have enough time with one team to do that. You have 6 genuinely great players in your top 6. There's too much talent for them to not figure it out. I'm not concerned. And I'm not going to be concerned until they get to the postseason and they either falter or they don't. Ficht works for hits. Brian Abreu comes into the game. Gonna go back to the baseball portion of this. Strike 1 for Jose Abreu there. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first gentleman who has said he prefers the faster pace. I normally hate baseball, but honestly, I watched the Mets yesterday and it wasn't half bad. Took like 40 minutes to get to the top of the 5th. I like it more fast-paced. It has not been bad by any means. And I'm just going to say it. A lot of people were upset with the pitch clock. You saw it in spring training. A lot of people were freaking out. I haven't seen anything egregious to this point of the season. And granted, you're 2 games in. But players seem like they've adapted. It's not that noticeable on television. It's fine. I think it's fine. And I gotta be honest with everyone. Last night, 7 o'clock start time. Game wrapped up at 9:30. That was nice. That was really nice. And it's just, like, that's 30 more minutes that you get. And that's big. Like, you really think about that. That's 81 hours a year on average that you're going to get back. And that's a good bit. Like, I watch every game intently. I watch every pitch. Pretty much every pitch. I might miss a pitch or two when stepping out to get a drink or a glass of water or a snack or something. Nice strikeout by Jose Abreu, by the way. Getting a little bit back is going to be fine. I think speeding up the pace was a good idea. And again, if it becomes a problem, then you fix it. Only thing that's bothering me is how many hits we've allowed in these 2 games. Look at hits around the league. It's gone up. More hits are trickling through. It's not that you're allowing more hits due to bad defense or bad pitching. It's just that it's more open. Look at every game. Yeah, you've allowed 10 hits. But the Marlins scored 2 runs today on 10 hits. It's a matter of it's more open. Huh. I was right off of that. It was Jose Abreu. Let's go. Anyway, back to the thing. There are going to be more hits this season. There just are. It's the Mets. The Marlins scored 2 runs on 10 hits today. Also, look at swing and miss. around the league. It's crazy. It's shot up. Was it Jesus Aguilar today? Jesus Luzardo had 15. David Peterson had 11. Currently in this game, Javi had 19. Lance Lynn had 16 swings and misses. You're going to have a lot more base hits. It's going to be a faster paced game. But there's going to be a lot more swing and miss stuff because you're not going to have as much time to settle in, which means you're going to be more desperate as a hitter. You're going to swing and miss more. And it's fun. You guys have been on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube Shorts. Look at all the crazy pitches that have made guys fall out of their shoes already in this season. It's good. This is a good thing. This is a positive for the sport of baseball. And yeah, Brian Abreu is insane. He's magnificent. Magnificent. Like, there's going to be a lot more hits this season. Batting averages are going to be higher for teams and higher for pitchers, and we have to kind of take how many hits you allow with a grain of salt. I do think that whip is going to be nearly destroyed this season as a statistic. I don't think you can really use that seriously to validate an argument anymore, which is a shame because I thought FIP was a fine number, or whip, excuse me. And yeah, a great point brought up by Benny. No hitters, and by proxy, perfect games, are going to be harder to get. What were there, like 13 no hitters in 2021? It was getting to a point where it was weekly that you were having a no hitter. And I'm not saying that less no hitters is good, but it's going to be a lot more special to see them. And I think it's a good thing overall. I get that you can still be iffy on the pitch clock, and I think it's going to take some more getting used to. I wouldn't mind if they extended it a little bit. Brian Abreu, baby. Yeah, Brian Abreu is built different, but I wouldn't be opposed to extending it a little bit either. I thought 17 and 22 would have been the perfect times. Twerking and Weston go hand in hand. Is this what I am now? A man that will twerk for money? I can't wait to get to the gym on Monday and have my friend who was in this stream hand me a $5 bill and tell me to twerk. That's going to be great. That's going to be a great day. Jack, if you're still here, how much twerking would I have to do for you to get me Chinese food after the gym? This is a real question that I'm asking, folks. Anyway, back to the baseball thing. I understand being still a little bit iffy on the pitch clock. I think you've seen that it's already shortened games. Tucker, again! Foul. Just foul, but he ripped it. Easy payday, easy payday. I would say maybe 17 seconds and that would have been the 2020 no-hitters, yeah? Are they still doing 7-inning no-hitters? Or 7 innings in 2021? So close. Another ripped one. Like, it's just a matter of I'm not opposed to any of it. I think 17 and 22 would be the right times. Because I do kind of agree. And then, like, you have other aspects. I want to say base stealing. It was crazy. There were 9 attempts last year on opening day. 9 attempts to steal a base. In all of baseball. All 30 teams played. There were 9 attempts of a steal. There were 21 stolen bases yesterday for the sport. 21. I want to say there was only 2 caught stealings. It was 5 attempts with 4 caught on opening day in 2022, and yesterday it was 21 of 22 or 21 of 23. Ricky Henderson with the new bases would be genuinely unstoppable. He might not get caught. Because no, Ricky Henderson, what he would do, because he's Ricky Henderson, he would just figure out the perfect space that he knew he could dive back and be safe at first every time you tried to pick him off, get picked off twice, and then just start walking over to second base. He would just cheat the system. I think I'm going to take a brief moment to run and get myself more caffeine while it's a commercial break. Ooh, that's a long chat that I get to read. I think there should be certain changes in certain times. You get 30 seconds, with 7 seconds being the mark where the batter needs to be in the box, and the pitcher must be in motion if the clock counts down. Yeah, I don't love that if the batter isn't, like, set. With, 8 seconds left. I think that's a little ridiculous. I'm not sure that 30 seconds, though. That seems almost too much. Because at that point, you look at the times last year, pretty much every pitcher was doing it within 30 seconds, so that wouldn't really save anything. I would say, like, maybe 20 seconds at the most. Or also, I think we discussed this in the World Baseball Classic video. I would be fine if you did, like, increments going down. It's like this year you have with runners on at 25 and without is 20. And then next year it's 18 and 23. And then the year after that it's 16 and 21. Or just go down to 15 and 20 the way you have it now. Like, slowly go down. I think that would have made sense. To give players a time to adjust to it over time instead of just throwing them into the fire. Just so nice the baseball's back. Tucker steals a base. That would be all right. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I really think 17 and 22 would be the best. Like I think if you're getting it to 30 seconds for the 30 seconds for the first one is all right. But at 25 seconds, almost every player was delivering within 25 seconds, so that wouldn't really do much. Steal a base, steal a taco, though. I never go to Taco Bell. Shame. Hensley, simply get hit and get a free base. Or don't, actually. It'd be very not good if you were to get injured. We'd kind of be ruined as a franchise. I know, but that still feels like a lot. I'm telling you, I think 17 and 22 would be the ideal. I don't know, I think the pitch clock is just a necessary evil of the game. I think ultimately you had two options if you were Major League Baseball, where you can keep the 3-hour games, but you just can't have 100. I don't, and that's the thing. Like, when you're at a game, I would imagine that the people that go to games a lot would probably not be pleased with the fact that it's getting cut down. That's a base hit for David Hensley. Kyle Tucker will be waved home. He will be safe at home plate. The Astros increase their lead to 6-3, and David Hensley with his first RBI of the season to put the Astros up by 3 in the 8th inning. My David Hensley fandom is paying off. All I'm saying is that me and Benny should be given by the Astros directly, and by the Astros as an organization, they should donate a David Hensley jersey to my boy Benny and me a Chas McCormick jersey, because we have been the OGs of those players from day one. Balk? Is that what they're calling? Balk. All right. Or was that a hit? Hensley should start every game that Valdez doesn't pitch. I demand a Brooks Raley jersey. From the Astros, though. It has to be Astros. Jake Meyer swings and misses. Feigned surprise. The OG Ryan Raley stand. That was an iconic while. Swing and a miss. He's trying way too hard. I'm not rooting against any player, especially that's on the Astros. It just is mind-boggling that it's just insane that he's getting these starts. Safe. David Hensley steals third. See, this is it. You're getting more steals. Like, I hate to say it, but man, I think it might improve it. Back to what I was saying, though. I almost forgot. I'm going to go back to this. I can see why, because you say you like the 3-hour games. And I can totally get that. Right? Like, when I go to a game, especially with the prices that some tickets go for, like, I've gone to a couple of Rays games, and so the tickets that I've gotten have always been pretty cheap. I want to say it was like, the game I went to in September over in Tampa. I want to say we got like 10 rows back behind the dugout for the Astro side for like $45. Struck out. Lord, man. I'm sorry. Was that his third strikeout of the night? Second strikeout of the night. What was his other out? Oh, it was the double play. So you have strikeout, double play, strikeout with a walk thrown in there. I'm sorry, but if McCormick gets a base hit tomorrow, you've got to start him for the week. Like it's insane. I cannot imagine how hurt McCormick feels on that bench right now. Like, to see the fact that Myers is doing nothing. Literally nothing. McCormick's got to be fuming. I'm looking it up. Postseason. .114 WRC plus hitter last year. 111 in the postseason. Jake Myers was last season. Okay, he only had 2 plate appearances in the postseason, so I'm not even going to count that. But last season was a 65 WRC plus hitter. I'm sorry, but no. This is McCormick's spot, and it's insane that he hasn't gotten it. It's downright insulting to him. And I keep getting off topic. Like, I got to the Tampa games, and I paid 40-ish bucks for the ticket. Like, per ticket. But if you're paying like 200 bucks for a ticket, you want that experience to be more than... You want that to be as long as possible. And so I can see why, if you're going to a game... you'd be kind of irritated that it's going to be shorter. I can see why you would do that. But I think Major League Baseball had 2 decisions to make. Like, you had to make a choice. Do you want to cut the season in terms of how many games there are, or cut the length of games? Because 3 hours a night for 162 nights is just too much. And so I think you probably had a conversation where they said, do you want to cut the games by adding the pitch clock and taking away the shift, or by adding the pitch clock? And so you cut time that way. Or do you want to shorten the season to like 140 games or 120? I like McCormick because he has a good opposite field swing. I like McCormick because he's a good hitter. I mean, he's not an all-star. But he's fine. Okay, here's the thing with he was injured. I don't disagree with you. Ascari is at the game, which is sick. Tell Jordan I said hello. And obviously tell McCormick I'm very sorry that he isn't starting. He should be. Anyway, back to in Myers' defense, he was hurt when he came back towards the end of the season. Here's the thing. He was. You're right. But he rehabbed for 38 games. He was in AAA last year. And he was good in AAA. Slashed 306, 406, 507. He was good in AAA. He had 7 home runs in AAA. He raked in AAA. If he was injured, he would have sucked in both. He didn't. He's not. He just isn't meant for the bigs yet. Got the Yordan hit on video. Let's go. Watch Chaz get an all-star nod now. That'd be funny. Myers is our new Garcia. Do you mean Robel Garcia? Maybe. Like, I'm not trying to just dunk on the kid. It'd be for the best that every player in the Astros organization is great. But I look at a 65 WRC plus with numbers that are just downright not as good defensively, offensively, in anything. What happened to Goodrum? I don't know. Yes, raked in AAA, but couldn't do anything in the majors. Yeah. Look, it would be best for everyone to be good. That being said, it would be even more beneficial if you start who actually is. And who actually is Chas McCormick. He has flat out earned the spot. It's as simple as that. He has earned it. And I'm not going to come here and say that he is I'm not going to say that he's a top 10 center fielder or top 5 center fielder, but he is one of the best defensive center fielders in the sport. He's very fast. He's going to occasionally give you a home run, and he's not going to be a liability at the plate. Which, at this moment in time, Jake Myers is a liability at the plate. And I'm sorry, but he just is. And you're going to see McCormick tomorrow. I already made a joke saying, like, oh, when Chas McCormick goes 2 for 3 with a double and a walk, I'm going to laugh at everyone and be unbearable. I will. And it's coming. Probably tomorrow. Time will tell. 2-2 to Rebel, or Luis Robert. Luis Robert. I'll get it eventually. He's in AAA for the Red Sox. Man. Yeah, that was funny. That was really funny. Swing and a miss. Brady, I don't know how to tell you this. Rebel Garcia is not a good hitter. Also, I hope everyone is kind of cool with the way that I did it yesterday, where I took a little bit with the video. I really like waiting a bit. I think from this season, I'm not going to try to rush the video out as quickly as I can, and I kind of want to sit on it for a little bit. Not like the video itself once it's done. When it's done, and I'll upload it. But having time to reflect on the game and think about it and really gather all my thoughts, I like a lot. And I liked last night being able to sit for a little bit. I think I probably waited an hour or so after the game was over with before I started. And I kind of like doing that. So I'm not going to just rush it immediately. Pardon me. Like last season, as soon as the game was over, I would start recording. It would be last pitch and then hi, I'm what? and I'm not gonna do it this year. I think I say more. I think I am more interesting and dynamic, or I bring up more dynamic points. Yeah, it does help to have. That's another thing that I was gonna say is like having shorter games. Like, oh my god, guys! Last night, I took my sweet time with the video. I really did. I took my time with it, and I edited a Rangers video right before it. Like, I did a Rangers video and an Astros video back to back. And having edited both of them, Andrew Benintendi, Rockets 1, Kyle Tucker under it, out number 3. The game is over, and the Houston Astros have gotten their first win of the regular season for 2023. And it's 6-3 over the Chicago White Sox. Rafael Montero will get the save, if I'm not mistaken. Off the back of Yordan Alvarez with a very clutch base-clearing triple, or base-clearing double. And Kyle Tucker, who did it with the bat and the glove, both. Anyway, I wanted to say that, too. Like, last night, I took my sweet time with both games. I made videos for both teams. I took my sweet time editing. And to have done all of that, and it was uploaded, and I look at the clock and it was only midnight, it was so nice. Because I'm so used to games wrapping up at like 11:30 for me, and then I don't get to bed till like 2 in the morning, which again is fine because I love doing this. But it was nice to just be like, okay, it's midnight and it's late, but it wasn't, I'm dragging myself around the room to get upstairs. That was nice. The Astros have won 2 straight games where Kyle Tucker hitching a fly ball is the final out of the game. Benny, what was the last one? I remember the second game of that. What was the first one that started that streak? Give me a little hand there. Also, on that note, anyone know what happened to Joe Biagini? He was on our team for the Twilight Zone season of 2020, but then just fell off the face of the earth. He was a part of that no-hitter in 2019, I'll have you remember. Started by Aaron Sanchez. Just game 6. Oh yeah, that was a pretty good one. That was a pretty good meaningless November game. Yeah, I remember that. I think Yeah, that was a game. That was an upside-down game, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway. But yeah, it's only 11. And I'm so used to those 8 o'clock games not wrapping up till like 11:30. It's kind of nice. And it's going to be so nice for those 10 o'clock starts that actually only go to like midnight. Although I don't think I'll see Astros After Dark this season unless you go to extras, which will be kind of sad. Sad face. But other than that, I think I'll live. Also, I love doing the streams. It kind of broke my heart not being able to listen to TK Blummer and Julia. That hurt my soul. On the note of streaming as well, I want to say I'm hoping to do more of these throughout the season. I would like to genuinely do like bi-weekly, like alternating Fridays or maybe a Saturday. I'm not sure yet how I'll do it, but I'd like to stream a couple times a month and maybe more because it is fun. I like talking with everyone. You got that. Urquidy tomorrow is going to be nasty. I'm looking forward to seeing Urquidy. He was good for Mexico in the World Baseball Classic, right? Or am I thinking of someone else? We got to see Weston twerk. Thick Chat's new motto is twerk for the H. And some great new faces. I twerked for money tonight. I don't think I can make fun of OnlyFans girls anymore. I've sunk to their level. But other than that, I'm going to start working on the videos. I'll do the Rangers video. I'll stew on the Astros game for a little bit, so that'll be out again at some point. But yeah, I'd like to stream on alternating Fridays. So maybe not next week, or maybe I will. Who's to say? I'm going to see how the week plays out. Time will tell. But as for the stream tonight, thank you everyone who turned out. Thank you everyone who donated to it. You guys are awesome. And I'll be here later with the videos. But until the next time I'm out, thank you all for coming out. I enjoy having you all here. And until next time, Ghost Rose. And good night.